Notice those were pretty serene messages we saw from the last days from Olimar's journal. That is because he's probably pretty sure at this point he can take off from the planet, though a bit of trepidation fills his bones. Yep, unfortunately the egg is not here to use. Sorry, folks. And unfortunately, I do not have the option to go to sunset. I have to end this day one way or another. A couple different ways you can do that. One is to let yourself get killed. The damage to my spacesuit is approaching its limits. The safest course of action will be to return to the Dolphin at once and repair my suit. To do so, I need only to stand in front of the Dolphin and press A. Ah, if only repairing my ship were as simple as pressing a single button. Well, thank you. I just want to end the day. And I don't think I've shown this ever. What happens if he gets killed? Olimar is down. No. It's not a death, but it does end the day. Oh, and this is it. We're going to try to blast off from the planet. We don't have all the parts, but can we do it? And the Pikmin look on anxiously. Like, can he do it? This is it. Did he do it? Yes! You'll love the fail video. It's really funny. But success. Not the most triumphant music, but that is what happens when you do successfully lift off from the planet. Oh, here we go. We do get our victory music. So, let me show you what happens if you're not as successful getting off the planet. Yay, Olimar! Okay, so I do want to show what happens if you don't have all the what happens not only to the Dolphin when you don't have all the parts, but what happens to kind of Olimar's sanity as you get closer to the end. 20 days since impact. At first glance, the Pikmin have such innocent faces, but this is misleading. They can actually be surprisingly whimsical. After leaving the group, they dig up plants on their own and frolic about, sometimes never return to the onion. When I find none following me, I begin to worry. I must pay careful mind to their movements. 21 days since impact. Gradually, my repairs to the Dolphin continue. The ship is like a part of me. One could even say that it is tied to my very essence. Yes, it was a long one, might say epic journey, going from mere repairman to captain of my own ship. But now I'm rambling. 22 days since impact. Looking from this planet into the skies above, I see the pale white moon floating overhead. It brings to mind memories of the moon from back home. I bet that even now my wife and children are sitting at home, gazing up at our pale red moon. Hang on, dear ones, your Olimar will return someday. 23 days since impact. When I'm surrounded by legions of Pikmin, I always picture the face of my boss, the head of the pilot union. He was always so sharp-tongued with his orders, but I imagine he must have felt much the way that I do now. It's funny how a change in perspective can bring with it a deeper understanding of others. 24 days since impact. I can't help but hear a slow hissing sound inside my head. It seems that the stress is causing the last of my hair to fall out. My wife always warned me not to let the little things bother me, to prepare for the bigger things instead. Very well, I shall heed her sage words. This shall be the last time I count my precious, precious strands. 1, 2... 25 days since impact. Today's dinner is instant space noodles once again. It feels as if I have been eating it forever, and I never liked it much to begin with. Certainly I did not want to drain my savings, but perhaps I should not have budgeted so tightly. How I long for my wife's home cooking. 26 days since impact. I cannot seem to sleep. At night I am overcome with uneasiness. I am the only one to have ever stood on this planet. The Pikmin follow my orders, but frankly I have no idea what they could be thinking. Ah yes, it brings the faces of my children to mind. May I have courage. 27 days since impact. I've been preoccupied with my own problems, but I am certain that my worries pale beside my family's fear for my safety. I'm always amazed at how much my children have changed when I return from a lengthy trip. Even with their father gone, the children grow. When I return, I shall load up my family and take them with me for a change. 28 days since impact. I had a horrific dream last night. I was home. My wife was cooking the PIkmin brand carrots I love so much, and I was eating them. Though I had eaten my fill, she kept bringing more fresh carrots until my mouth was full. I woke gasping for breath. I am certain it is because these Pikmin remind me of those carrots that I had such a dream. 29 days since impact. Tomorrow's the day my life support system fails. If I do not recover all my parts, I have no choice but to try to blast off. Missing a few parts may not affect my attempts to return to Hockatate, but then again it may. At any rate, I must try to recover the remaining parts tomorrow. I've only got 11 parts. This could be kind of interesting. Let's go to a level where I can end it pretty quickly. I'll do the same strategy I did before. Just get myself killed. Because I can't use the sunset feature on the last day, so might as well take a bunch of people with me. Come on. Let's drown these guys. Suicide! Haha! Die, yellow Pikmin! Haha! I don't think I ever showed it, but when that happens, if you lose every single Pikmin, the day will end. The next day, if you have, in this case of losing all the Pikmin, one new Pikmin will sprout from each onion to help you for the next day, but then you'll have to concentrate on farming. Where's Frog? Thank you. Thank you. Damage my spacesuits, push towards the limits. Goodbye, Olimar. Oh no! Olimar is down! But it is now the 30th day. We must take off. But I'm gonna guess since we don't have a sealed-in ship, this could go badly. Alright. Give it a try, Olimar. Only got one shot. Let's see. Oh, Pikmin, look up hopefully. Can we do it? The pressure, the pressure. Come on. You can do it, Olimar. Do it! No! Oh! Shows what happened. I came in second! Yeah, I barely had enough parts to do this. But then what happens? Well, Pikmin carry Olimar. Somehow the ship landed upright. I don't know how that happened, but Pikmin carried the Olimar to one of the onions. The red one, I don't know who made that vote, but I guess I do have the most. And where'd the yellow Pikmin come from? I killed them all. He goes up into the onion. And he's sprouted as a Pikmin. Game over. Alright, so next time on Let's Play Pikmin, we're going to continue these bonus episodes. I'm going to go into challenge mode. See you then.